Throughout history, famine and starvation have shaped the destiny of nations, destroyed empires, and left behind tragic stories of human suffering. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 worst starvations in the history of the world, where millions perished due to hunger, disease, and neglect. Stay tuned until the end, because some of these tragedies are rarely talked about, yet their impact is still felt today. In the early 1980s, Ethiopia faced one of the deadliest famines in modern times. Triggered by drought, civil war, and poor government policies, the famine left over 1 million people dead. Images of starving children shocked the world, inspiring global humanitarian responses, including the famous Live Aid concert in 1985. While aid saved millions, this famine remains one of the darkest chapters in African history. Known as the Arduous March, North Korea's famine of the 1990s was caused by floods, poor economic policies, and the collapse of Soviet support. Estimates suggest between 600,000 to 3 million people died. Stories of desperate families eating tree bark, grass, and even resorting to cannibalism highlight the unimaginable suffering during this period. During World War II, Bengal, in British India, experienced a devastating famine. Caused by war-related shortages, hoarding, and colonial mismanagement, an estimated 3 million people died. Surprisingly, food was still being exported from India to support the British war effort while millions starved. This famine, also known as the Holodomor in Ukraine, was partly man-made. Joseph Stalin's forced collectivization policies led to widespread food shortages, crop confiscations, and brutal punishments for farmers. Millions of Ukrainians and Soviets, estimates range from 5 to 8 million, perished. When a potato blight destroyed crops across Ireland, the country plunged into starvation. Over 1 million people died, and another 2 million emigrated, forever changing Ireland's history. The tragedy was worsened by inadequate British relief efforts, leaving deep resentment between Ireland and Britain for generations. India has faced multiple famines in history, but the Chalisa Famine of the late 18th century stands out. Caused by drought and poor governance under the Mughal Empire, it wiped out nearly 11 million people. Entire villages vanished, and survivors migrated in search of food. During World War I, Iran, then known as Persia, suffered a famine that killed 8 to 10 million people, nearly half its population at the time. Blockades, crop failures, and foreign military occupations worsened the crisis. Perhaps the single deadliest famine in human history, the Great Chinese Famine was caused by drought, poor policies, and the failures of Mao Zedong's Great Leap Forward. Farmers were forced into collective farms, while the government continued exporting grain abroad. Between 15 to 45 million people died, a number so large it's difficult to even comprehend. Under British colonial rule, India faced repeated famines. The famine of 1876-78, also known as the Madras Famine, killed between 6 to 10 million people. While drought triggered it, British export policies worsened the crisis, as India continued shipping grain overseas while its people starved. At number 1, we go back to medieval Europe. The Great Famine of 1315-1317 devastated much of northern Europe. Heavy rains and crop failures led to widespread hunger. People resorted to eating horses, dogs, and even the bodies of the dead. Although the death toll is hard to estimate, historians believe over 7 million people died. The famine weakened Europe, leaving it more vulnerable to the Black Death just a few decades later. Starvation is not just about the absence of food. It's about politics, war, inequality, and human decisions. These tragedies remind us of the importance of compassion, international aid, and better governance. Which of these famines shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more history documentaries. Thanks for watching.